Hey everybody, this is Jim. I am I'm gonna try something a little different. It's not gonna be generative. Although I did something like that just outside a couple minutes ago with some iPad stuff, and it was pretty weird. Just like all the other things that I've been doing for about 400 days now, experiments, right? So sometimes experiments are generative, and sometimes they're just kind of messing around with an instrument. So what I did here was I loaded just a grand piano instrument rack that I had in Ableton. Just did a little search there for grand, just pasted it in. I did a little test here, so that's why it's already loaded, but it's right there under instrument rack. I do not remember how I got this. You can see there's like 1,000 of them, and this is the second try at something I tried to do yesterday. I should have gotten a boom mic or something, because now I'm going to play the keyboards and talk at the same time, and it's probably going to be a little off mic and a little low, but I'm going to try my best to come back to the mic and talk about it. It's a little weird, because I tend to just go other places when I do this kind of thing. Okay, so I just put my fingers down, and that's what I got, which is, it's a B root, I guess, B bass, and then the other three notes are a little higher, a couple, like 2 octaves higher, and it's this chord, which is, luckily I hit a B, so it's I think that's a B diminished, so that explains the kind of tension there. So I'll take that, and then maybe I'll just take it away. Right, that's pretty obvious. A little too muddy, so I'm onto that. But I'm going to take whatever I did there and bring it up. So that's basically like a just basic E triad. Now what's weird is that I'm holding it and it's sustaining forever, so that's not really a good piano sound. But who knows why? Maybe I'll take some time and open this up, because this is probably not that exciting for people to watch. As a matter of fact, let me set it up so that I'm recording things. I'm going to let go of that chord, which was just an E. And there was a little flat in there. And then let me just do this the way I usually do it, so that I can kind of memorialize it outside of the video. So I'll do grand bounce, because it's a bounce. And I will, of course, set it up so that it captures it with resampling. I'll hit record there, or record enable, or whatever it is. You can always hover over things, and arm recording is what they call it here. It tells you there. I leave that. I've never taken that away. I'm not ashamed to say that I'm an Ableton user since 2006 or 2005, and I just leave the little the info view on, whatever it is there, because you can just hover over things. It tells you stuff you probably knew already, but it kind of helps with the complexity, all the stuff in the menus. So some people don't like that. I'm a big fan of just the most information. I'm a maximalist, because I'll still just pick 4 things out of whatever it is and just stay there, like these 4 notes. And let me start to record this. So I don't want my little TikToker on. I don't think it's going to be on. Oh, I guess it is. Who cares? Okay, so here we go. So now it's recording. So I'm going to take this I can't look at it while it's happening. Oh no. Well, that kind of ruins everything. Okay. Well, you're just gonna have to imagine what I'm doing with my hands because they're over here and you can't see them. So that kind of sucks. Grand piano. See if I'm doing anything wrong. It won't let me click. I just want. Oh, there you go. Well, that didn't really help. So that's what I just did. So that kind of sucked. I'm gonna just pick this spot over here. I think it'll pick up from there. So then we could just begin recording again. Hey, looks like I know something. Let me get into this piano stuff because that's what I really wanted to do. And besides, I'm hungry. I didn't eat dinner yet. I've been working. Had a drink. And I'm just going to just do this. So without any further ado. Oh, I should talk about my fat finger stuff. So I'll do that a lot. And no, it doesn't mean that I'm being avant-garde or anything. It just means that I never really took piano lessons. So here we go. So just a little, I don't know, intro music to something, I guess. That could be it. I could take that. I could take the MIDI that I've been recording here or the audio and just mess with it and transpose it and learn it on kazoo or something, and that could be, well, yeah, kazoo. So I could do that. So, or I can over to 73.5 vocals for that. So here, that just needs to be resolved. So oh, I didn't mean to do that. A little too, I don't know, that didn't really make sense. So maybe I'll take a 2-note pattern. Kind of like that so I don't know what I did before, but there was a little wandering there in the bass, but I figure I could do something with some of that. But I like this register right here. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna go with C1 and G1, so it's just a fifth, but it's not so much the relationship, it's the timbre. So there's something going on that I like, so I can contrast it with little skippy things maybe. Wow, really, like there's a lot of fat fingers going on tonight. I'm gonna soldier through and just gonna keep on doing it. I think it's probably because I'm doing this for people on a video, and I've done it like 3 times in the last 3 days. I tried with FL Studio. I tried again yesterday, but I just missed the FL Studio icon down there, and I pressed live, and I just winged it, and I forgot to take the piano sound and put it into the video, so that kind of sucked. And then here I am tonight. There's just something about piano that I love, and if I can find it, I'll go there. If not, well then, have fun with this video. Something's cutting off, and I can't figure that out. I'm so sorry. I don't know what that was. That was a pitch shift. This is entirely inappropriate. It kind of sounds like somebody's doing something really bad to a mouse. Or a koto, or maybe a mouse on a koto, but anyway. Oh, I actually resolved something. I'm so proud of myself. So here's where we're gonna play with the settings. Let's take a look at what's actually under the hood here in this mysterious grand piano rack. So racks have tons of stuff in them, maybe. There's a velocity, dude, and this is connected to something. If I put my mouse over it, it's gonna tell me controlled by the macro control hardness. So I see. Let's see what that does. An attack will really mess with your piano. Well, maybe not. That must be the compressor. Okay, that's alright. I'll put that back. I don't want to mess with the compressor. You never mess with the compressor, really. Unless you know why. Too much. I'm going to go back around 10. Maybe even less. So these macro controls, if you haven't figured that out, they're just a way to simplify all the stuff that Ableton Live's or any VST's complexity can present to you. So you can kind of limit that. So I'm going to take the random here anyway and the velocity and really. And it kind of listens to me, and it kind of doesn't. So basically, I might hit it hard, and it will be soft. And I might hit it soft, and it will be hard. It will be loud. So, I mean, I gave it like 75% or whatever random. So I'm probably going to bring it down a little bit so it's not too wacky. It doesn't irritate me. And what they've done here is they actually put one group inside of another group, which is a way to just do more than 8 things. So they added 2 more here, and these this seems pretty cool. It's a tuning one, so I could really mess with that with an LFO. I'm not going to do it today, but I could. Because there's a compressor here, I'm going to take mine away, which I didn't think of before. Let's see. Well, it's a little softer, so what I like to do with that is with my own little. If you didn't realize, I was over in my Jim default chain. I just name everything after myself so that I could find it again. And I know it's not like a total preset that I just stole from somebody. Most of the time they're just edits or something I saw on YouTube from somebody. But anyway, so it's a little low. So I'm gonna keep that E chord or F chord. And my little rack, if I didn't explain this already, I may have yesterday when nobody could hear me, and I didn't share that. So there's a gain here in my rack. So, and I look at the limiter to see if I'm upsetting the limiter. See, that's a little too much, but I kind of like a little much. Maybe a little more. Okay, let's go with this. And let's not mess with my chain anymore. I'm just going to fold it up like that. I go back into what they did with the grand piano. So somewhere in here is an instrument. That's kind of the challenge sometimes. So you hit this little show hide devices, and oh boy, there's like 7 grand pianos or 20 or whatever, and they They might be mapped to velocities. Let's try to unpack this like literally. So that's the map. I don't want the map. I want to see what the hell's going on in here. No. Okay, so I don't know what's going on. There's a multi-sample mode for anybody who's listening. So most of the time I just play a lot of white keys, so it's going to be C or D Dorian or A minor or something, but I don't always do that. I mean, sometimes if I learned that way. I learned that you can just play a C and all the notes kind of sound good, and then I would kind of classical kind of stuff, just those strong cadences and cadence. I forgot what they're called. I used to know. This is what happens when you're not really a person that knows music theory, but you read a couple books about it when you're like 20. And I'm not 20 anymore, and I don't remember what I wrote, but I can tell you I read. But I can tell you that I don't really like the compression or whatever that's going on. So I'm gonna bring the gain down. Like 20 decibels is kind of stupid, and I'm gonna bring it to like somewhere near 10ish. Yeah, that was Gestures in C, Opus 632.92 FM, and I'm Jim, and your host. And I mean, what I did there was I didn't explain this yet, but what I'm using is an M Audio Key Station 49E or A or whatever that says, with a little USB symbol on the thing, just so you know this is special. It's USB, and I got this in like 2006 or 5 or whatever. Around the same time I started using Ableton, actually, Ableton Live, and it's got full-size keys, which is something that I never had in a MIDI keyboard. I had it on another, like, really old, anyway. It's got full-size keys, but it only is, like the name says, Key Station 49, only has 49 keys. So they give you, like a lot of little tiny keyboards, give you the little octave things. And that's why you heard that little C thing. I was just playing the same note. And you might have even heard through the microphone. Anyway, I like the sound better now. And I've been recording for almost 25 minutes, just about 24:50 right now. So let me just go on with the improvisation. it appears something's wrong with the keyboard because nothing's coming out anymore. Let me turn it off or something and see if that helps, because it actually has a power switch. And nothing's happening, people. It looks like Ableton is frozen, and maybe I lost everything. Maybe this video is going to be the only record I have of this not responding. Oh, let's try it again. Nope. Still not working. Wow, what a good way to end a video. Let's, and I think I hear something in there, too. So, I could switch off the channel. And the hourglass is probably from me turning it on and off, so Live will detect things. So this has been fun. I don't know why this is happening exactly. You also see that the little red dot showed up when I turned off that one, which basically turns off the track. And that's recording automation, which I think we can do with an A. Let's try that. A. That didn't work. So the other way to do it is automation. Oh no. View automation. There we go. So this will show everything. See, so that's speaker on is Ableton's weird way of saying that you just turn something on and off. Anyway. Oh, somehow it came back. So let's continue, people. The wheel. When I don't know what else to do, hit the wheel. So a lot of times what I do is I come up with little phrases. I don't remember how to repeat them. That's why I love recording the MIDI. And, like today, I don't think I have a lot of good ideas. But then I put my hands down and stuff comes out. Like I said, I can't always repeat it. But I guess the lesson here is you just got to put your hands down. You got to stop thinking about it and just do it. And then I guess the thing that I'm still working on is going back to all these raw MIDI and audio tracks and actually doing something with them. So, I'm about as guilty as the do it thing as anybody else. So now, for some real fun, I keep on looking at this schizophrenic one up here. So you see this where my mouse is? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna kind of fold this all up. And I'm gonna say, "Hey Ableton, let's party." So you hit this, and this basically lets you swap an instrument, like that big red guy says at the top. So I could go for reverse, and maybe I will to do that, some kind of thing like that. But I'm gonna just schizophrenic. I want to see what they're talking about. So I hit it. It takes a little while. Oh, jeepers. Okay. So this reminds me of like Absinthe, where there's very complex and a little jarring, so it's not going to do well with chords. Kind of gimmicky for me, but there's, just like the other grand piano, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I could play with. So how about we remove the reverb? Already I'm excited. Maybe not do so much of whatever this is. And this. Okay, so that took it totally away. Like kind of a ghosty thing. Partial pitch. Let's try something ugly. Wow, that's like a thing that could probably give you a digestive disturbance. You know, through the right speakers, of course. Maybe if I go down an octave. Oh, yeah. I'm going to need to take a break soon. So, let's see what else they have here. Now, again, I didn't open this. I'm going to hit this, so I really don't want to do another one. Maybe another day. And so let's change the stereo width to just the other very mono. So maybe a little. Maybe I'll bring this back. Well, now I've got an idea. I'm going to do something disturbing. I'm gonna just fold that up again. I don't want to look at that anymore. I'm happy with these 8 controls. I think I touched 5 of them, and I'm gonna go to Max for Live. So Max for Live is like, I've downloaded, like every other idiot, I've downloaded hundreds of things, and my theory is you can download them, just don't always load them all at the same time, because you end up crashing the program. Depends what DAW you use, but I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to just do this buffer shuffler thing. So this will, dopey, that sounds like what I want to be right now. So let's bring that in. Usually Max for Live devices take longer to load than normal Ableton or VST. This is not too bad. So let's see what it does. So it gives a rhythm. And now I'm not even doing anything anymore. So this dice, basically, I'll turn that on, I'll hit auto, and it's gonna change this one here. Let's do the stutter. Let's do the dice. Let's do the auto. Let's do the gate. Let's do the auto. Let's do the dice. So basically, I'm randomizing it every 8 steps. Let's do something dumb and make it 7. And then let's get rid of the pitch. Let's get rid of the shift. Let's play with the amp a little bit. So we can give it a curve, I guess, and a smoothness. Something in the middle. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Change how many rows. So there's that. And then do the auto and the dice again. And we're in business, I think. So, the rows changed everything. Okay, I didn't realize that. I don't want pan either. Okay, so it's keeping track of everything I did, and it's going to be automated here. Last thing I touched will be placed here. So if you don't realize these, you can mess with this later if you want. Okay, anyway, let's do this. Let's see how bad it is. Well, that's a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna let it go because it seems to want to go, and then I'm gonna put in just like a real, just a dumb reverb. Let's do some hall ballad. Because this definitely sounds like a ballad sound, and I'm gonna put it after here. So because this is so intermittent, I wanna give some space in between. And then if I don't like it, I'll lower the tempo. So let's see. But lowering the tempo is weird when you're recording a lot because it lowers everything. So when you play it back, it's going to be all at 60 BPM. So I don't like to do that. I like to keep it where it was. And anyway. See, I feel like the schizophrenic and the dopey and everything is just too much. I like this kind of thing, but I wasn't really meaning to do this. So I'm going to kind of backtrack a little. I'm going to go back to my piano. Brings me back to the pianos. I'm going to do one of the other ones here, like mellow production, because I'm feeling mellow, you know? So there you go. So it still doesn't sound like a piano. I've got difficulties with this, but I'm gonna capture some of it. Then I'm gonna turn off dopey. Gonna leave that reverb. Now, I kind of want to go after the attack and smooth it, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to figure that out because this is a crazy patch. Where is even the stuff? So where does it start? I see the sample. I see the normal. I see it's all normal. Everything's normal. Sure. I see I got a release volume. So I think I'm just going to go for killing the reverb. I'm going to go back to a more normal piano sound. And I'm going to make sure this doesn't have too much reverb, the actual. So there's like 2 reverbs on this. I'll even bring down the time so it's like a smaller room kind of. And the tone I'll leave alone because I don't know what that sounds like. And I'll leave everything alone. Well, it's definitely mellower. It's got a lower mid-range kind of thing. Gonna add a little. I don't know. I don't understand sometimes where I'm coming from. I hear Debussy a lot. I don't like this last sound. It was a little too muddy for me, and I didn't want to mess with it and just waste everybody's time. But I've already wasted almost 45 minutes of your time, folks, if you're actually still listening to this. So I really appreciate anybody coming along with me on this ride. I think I should go make my dinner and just cut this short and post it later. So again, thank you very much for my weird grand piano, kind of awkward improv. Try to make the best of whatever it is that comes out of my hands, and a little bit of Ableton for you. I'm sorry you couldn't see that. I wanted to show the MIDI while it was going, but I guess I haven't figured that out. Maybe I can. There's probably like a stupid VST that will show the notes, and I could just load it up next time I try this. Or maybe just, do the right thing and get a camera above the keyboard so you can see what I'm doing. Like Nari Sol or somebody like that. I like her a lot. Her videos are great and very inspiring. And anyway, this is nothing like that. But thank you again for joining me tonight, and have a grand week.